Chosen ones, God's hidden plan for you is unfolding right now. And it's time you see the truth written in the stars of your destiny. You're not here by chance. Your life, every twist, every turn, has been guided by a divine hand, crafting a story so powerful, it's about to shake the foundations of your world. This isn't just a moment. It's the moment where God's purpose for you steps into the light. You're about to discover why every struggle, every tear, every victory has led you here to a revelation that will change how you see yourself forever. You've always felt it, haven't you? That quiet whisper in your soul telling you there's more than the daily grind, more than the doubts, more than the limits others try to place on you. That whisper is God's voice calling you to rise as His chosen one. You're not ordinary, you never were. The world may have tried to dim your light, but God has been working behind the scenes, aligning every detail to bring you to this exact point. His plan is no longer hidden, it's breaking through, and it's time for you to step into the fullness of what He's prepared. Think about the moments when life felt heavy, when the weight of challenges pressed down on you. Those weren't accidents. Every trial was a chisel in God's hand, shaping you into something extraordinary, like a diamond formed under pressure. Your strength, your faith, your resilience have been forged in the fire of adversity. God didn't let you break. He was building you. Each scar you carry is proof of His protection, a mark of His promise that you were made for greatness. You're standing now not because of your own power, but because His plan has been holding you up all along. This is your call to action, chosen ones. Pause this video, hit that like button, and subscribe to join thousands of souls walking this divine path. Your engagement sends a signal to the universe that you're ready to claim what God has set aside for you. And if your spirit feels stirred, drop a 777 in the comments, a number of divine completion, a declaration that you're aligned with His purpose. Stay with me, because this message is for you, and by the end, you'll see why God's plan is unlike anything you've ever imagined. Picture a seed buried in the dark, deep beneath the soil. It's unseen, forgotten by the world, but God's hand is on it, nurturing it, guiding it to break through into the light. That's you. The struggles you faced weren't meant to bury you, they were planting you. God's hidden plan was to root you in faith, to grow you in strength, so that when the time came, you'd rise unshakable into the life He designed. The world sees the surface, but God sees the roots. And now those roots are ready to bear fruit. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist. Every stroke, every color, every shadow has been intentional. The moments you thought were mistakes, they were divine detours. The times you felt lost, they were paths to wisdom. God's plan wasn't to make your journey easy, it was to make it meaningful. You're not just surviving, you're being sculpted into a masterpiece, a living testament to His power. Others may not see it yet, but soon they'll stand in awe of what God has done through you. Let's talk about purpose. Not the kind the world sells you, tied to jobs or status, but the kind that burns in your soul. God's plan for you isn't a checklist, it's a calling. It's the reason you wake up each day with a fire that won't quit. You're here to shift things, to bring light where there's darkness, to carry hope where there's despair. That's what makes you chosen. Not perfection, not wealth, not fame, but a heart aligned with God's will, ready to move mountains with faith. The enemy has tried to stop you. Doubt, fear, setbacks, they've all come knocking. But here's the truth. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Isaiah 54:17 is your shield, a promise that God's plan is stronger than any attack. The devil thought he could derail you, but every obstacle was just a step in God's strategy. You didn't fall, you rose higher. Each time you stood back up, you were claiming the victory God already secured for you. That's why the enemy is trembling now. You're walking proof that God's plan cannot be broken. You're not just chosen, you're anointed. There's a divine energy flowing through you, a spark that sets you apart. It's why people notice you even when you're not trying. It's why doors open when you least expect them. God's hand is on you, and His anointing is your protection, your guide, your strength. You don't need to chase opportunities. They're coming to you. Psalm 23:5 says, "You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." That overflow is happening now, chosen ones. Your life is about to spill over with blessings. The world might tell you to hustle, to grind, to fight for every scrap, but God's plan doesn't work like that. His provision is effortless, like a river flowing to you. You don't need to beg or strive. Your job is to trust. When you align with His will, the resources, the connections, the breakthroughs come naturally. It's not about what you can do. It's about what He's already doing. Let go of the stress, the worry, the need to control. God's got this, and He's got you. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to glow? Not with fame or beauty, but with something deeper. A peace, a confidence, a light that draws others in. That's you, chosen one. God's plan is transforming you from the inside out. Your spirit is radiating His presence, and it's changing how the world sees you. People are starting to notice. They're drawn to your energy, your calm, your strength. This isn't about vanity. It's about reflecting God's glory in everything you do. There's a story in the Bible about Joseph, a man who went from a pit to a palace, sold into slavery, betrayed by his brothers, thrown into prison, yet God's plan never wavered. Every low moment was a setup for his rise. You're walking a similar path. The lows you faced weren't the end, they were preparation. God's been positioning you, aligning circumstances, opening doors you didn't even see. Like Joseph, your time of elevation is coming, and it's bigger than you can imagine. Now, let's pause for a moment. If this message is speaking to your heart, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for what God has next. These actions aren't just clicks. They're a statement to the universe that you're claiming your place in His plan. Stay with me, because we're about to go deeper into the divine strategy God has crafted just for you. Your life is like a book, and God is writing every chapter. The pages you thought were blank, the moments that felt empty, those were the times He was setting the stage. Every chapter builds toward a climax, a moment where His purpose for you shines. You're not at the end of your story. You're at the turning point. The world is about to see what God's been working on all along. Your struggles were the plot twists. Your faith is the hero's journey. Get ready, because the next chapter is about to unfold. There's power in your patience. When you've waited on God, trusted through the uncertainty, you've been building spiritual muscle. Every moment you chose faith over fear, you grew stronger. Psalm 27:14 says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart." That strength is why you're still standing. That heart is why you're chosen. God's plan needed someone who could endure, who could trust, who could keep walking, even when the path wasn't clear. that someone is you. The world is loud, full of voices telling you who you should be, but God's voice is louder, and He's saying, you're enough. His plan doesn't require you to be perfect. It requires you to be faithful. You don't need to fit the world's mold. You were made to break it. Every time you choose His truth over their noise, you're stepping closer to the destiny He's written for you. You're not here to follow trends. You're here to set them, to show the world what it means to live for God. Let's talk about miracles. Not the kind you read about, but the ones happening in your life right now. That job you got against the odds, that's God. The strength you found when you thought you had none left, that's God. The person who showed up just when you needed them, that's God. His hidden plan is woven into every moment, every coincidence that wasn't a coincidence at all. You're living in a miracle, chosen one. And the more you see it, the more miracles you'll notice. Chosen one, the message ends here. Come back tomorrow for another message.